Hi, Grandma Debbie here.
Grandpa Neil.
And today we're making Italian sloppy joes. This recipe comes from Ree Drummond.
Ree Drummond.
Of Pioneer, whatever.
Pioneer Woman.
Oh, thank you. I couldn't remember. So what we usually do is, while it's a sloppy joe mix, we use it also on top of our spaghetti noodles and eat it as spaghetti. So that's probably what we're going to be doing. We're going to do sloppy joes tonight, and then later on down the road, we'll do some spaghetti. But we thought we'd bring you along with us, and so we're going to get started. Okay, so we're going to start the prep part of it. So he's going to be chopping some onions and bell peppers.
Always tough.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks, for the loud noise. One more. Those are my onions that are going to go in with my hamburger. And we're not quite using 2 pounds because we're just me and my wife. And so we're going to use 1.5 pounds. Get all those luscious onions out. All right, now we're going to do some green and red bell pepper. It asked for red, but I like green, so we're going to do both.
And that was just one onion?
That was one small onion.
Okay. Because for some reason we don't have it on our list here. That's weird.
No. Using 2 recipes, and the one recipe likes the onion, the other one doesn't. So
this is where a recipe is just a guide, make it your own, and that's what we're doing. You want some help getting that off? Oh, you got it. Okay.
Thank you. So sorry again, folks, for the noise, but this thing is handy. If you all have one out there, you know, cutting up little veggies.
Can you not talk when you're doing that?
Oh.
Okay.
All right, everything's chopped up. We can leave that in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to head over to the other side of the kitchen because we've got hamburger and onions to cook. All right, so he's going to be adding in, well, we break our hamburger up into 3/4 size packages. And even sometimes that is too big for us. So he's using 2 packages, so that's like what? A little 1.5 pounds.
Yeah. One recipe calls for 2 pounds. One recipe calls for 1 pound. So we're in the middle. It's a recipe. Follow your guide. No.
No. Recipe is just guide. Make it your own.
Make it your own. All right. We're going to put some olive oil in here.
Oops.
And let it get hot.
So we're now adding the hamburger. I know you have this.
Yeah. Okay. This makes it easier.
Okay.
Just makes it easier. cooking for another minute, and then we'll throw those onions in there.
All right, sounds good. Did you want some pepper?
I can put some pepper in there.
So a lot of times when we're cooking together, well, I'm the sous chef today, we toss in extra ingredients because we play off of each other going, don't you want to add that? Maybe we should do this. So I don't believe that pepper was on in either one of the recipes.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
But it doesn't hurt.
All right, we're going to throw the onions in.
All right, cool.
We'll let that simmer for a while.
All right. And how long are you going to cook the onions? Until they're soft, or
yeah,
is there
I mean,
yeah,
soft. I want to make sure all the meat is really well browned, burn off a lot of the grease before I start to put in the sauce.
Okay. All right. I need a drink of water.
Okay. Okay.
All right. We're adding bell peppers, and then we're going to be adding minced garlic.
6 tablespoons, I think.
Oh,
Whatever we have left in our bottle
yeah.
is what we're going for. So I was telling Grandma Debbie I was going to drain off some of the grease, but we don't have much.
There's not hardly any in there, yeah.
And sometimes that grease is the flavor, man. That is the flavor.
All right, so we're just going to let it cook for about, how long are we letting it cook?
Oh, about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Till I get the cans open.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so now what's going in?
All right, so now we're going to put some seasoning in there. Not like we haven't already, but a teaspoon of oregano. We have a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And last, a teaspoon of parsley. Boink. And stir that all together.
So what would you say is the longest part of this? The cooking down the onions, or just letting it marinate?
Just letting it marinate. I mean, once we put all the tomato ingredients in, crushed tomatoes, tomato paste, then that's the long part. That's the 45 minutes to an hour of just kind of letting it sit on the stove on low.
All right.
Getting it to taste.
Okay. So are we just letting this sit here?
Yeah, I'm going to... I can...
It's up to you.
You can continue filming. I just got to scrape out the tomato paste.
Okay, and we also forgot that we needed 1 tablespoon of sugar. So that's going in. It's looking really good. This is really delicious. However you want to eat it.
All right, a can of tomato paste. And you could go to the grocery store and buy that canned version, but this is fun. You know, weeknights, yeah, the canned version works.
Yeah. But this definitely makes enough that you could feed a crowd of it easily.
We'll be eating on this for months. We really will. And tomato paste is the hardest thing to get out of a can. Anybody have any tricks? Leave a comment below. Yes.
I think my mom used to open it from both ends and take the lid off and then squish it down. Now that I think about it. Of course, I didn't think about it when you started it.
All right. Get that tomato paste in there. Now, we are going to put in a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. Whatever variety and
whatever you happen to have at your grocery store that's the cheapest or that you like. And we always add a little bit of water in our, like, whenever we use like jarred sauce or canned sauce or something, just to get the goodies off of the side. Doesn't that look good? And if we had smell-o-vision, it would smell wonderful. And then you're also adding a can of Rotel, correct?
I am thinking about it.
Okay.
I am truly thinking about it because I think it needs a little bit more. But like you said, you don't want it too runny for sloppy joes, but
at the same time,
you want it runny for the spaghetti.
Yeah.
What do you think? I think we should.
Yeah, go ahead. I think so. I don't think it's going to hurt.
I'll be right back.
Okay, so...
It's a can of original Rotel. Yeah, that's going to be...
Yeah, I think that's going to help.
That's the ticket.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
And now, as Grandma Debbie asked me, what's the longest part? I said, well, 45 minutes to an hour, just on low. Just let these flavors gel together. It gives us time to get out the hamburger buns for tonight, and then pasta for tomorrow. There you go. My version of Drew Drummond and my other recipe.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're just going to let this simmer for an hour or so.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's been cooking for about a half hour to an hour. We're not sure. We didn't set the timer, so we're just guesstimating. But ooh, doesn't that look good? It is bubbling and looking really good. And the kitchen smells wonderful.
And so what I'll do is just leave it on the burner. I'll turn the burner off and just let it sit. And then when it gets closer, we'll have sloppy joes.
Yay.
And French fries, or what do we have?
I didn't get any French fries.
Oh, okay.
I forgot.
That's okay.
So we'll have sloppy joes and something. It'll be a surprise.
Oh.
So we just want to thank you for coming along with us on this journey. It's been fun. I hope you've had fun. Give this recipe a try. It, like I said, it can feed a crowd. So, or you can make it, put it in the freezer, and have it for several more meals, depending on whatever your needs are. So we will not be eating all of that tonight. It will be going into the freezer, and a good portion of it will be going into the freezer.
Yeah, and we're going to eat it on just a plain old hamburger bun. But one of the recipes suggested Texas toast. Get all nice and toasty crispy. Put a big old mound on that. You're set.
Yeah. But that's what we're doing. All right. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, and hit the share button. And we will talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.